only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that hill, be running up that building. Say if I only could. Come on, baby. Come on, darling. Let me steal this moment from you now. Come on, angel. Come on, darling. Let's exchange the experience. If I only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that hill, with no problems. Say if I only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that hill, with no problems. Be running up that hill, if I only could. Be running up that hill, if I only
What up? What up, guys? It's your boy UAG here, back in the building with another episode of the Weekly Retro Party. But it wouldn't be a party if we didn't have our co-host, my man, MTK. What it
What
is?
it is, my dude.
Listen, we got the music blasting, right? We got the drinks on deck, right? So, of course, the party has gotten started. My man Billy writes in the chat. MSU Rich is in the chat. What it is, guys? How you guys doing? Man, we've made it halfway through the week. It's hump day. So I'm happy we made it. You're back from your trip. How was your trip, my man?
Man, it was all right, man. I was out there for work, man. I was out there stuck in the ice. Ice, stuck in that ice, baby. You know what I'm saying? But it was all good. I had a lot of fun, man. I got a chance to experience, man. I went to Nashville, man, and dude, one of the cleanest arcades I have ever seen in my life is in Nashville, bro. Ever.
Yeah, you was talking it up that, so now I have to go, me and you have to go do a trip there. You pass through, scoop me up. We go over there to Tennessee, and then
Tennessee. Yeah, hey man, it's dope, man. I mean, I will put it like this. I'd have been to Galloping Ghost. I'd have been to a lot of arcades, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, pound per pound, this is one of the best arcades I ever seen in my life, bro. Man, what's up? What's up, console fanboy? What's happening, my dude? Good to see you as always, man.
Console fanboy in the chat, man. So today's show is a special show because I feel like I'm having fucking deja vu, my man. We're talking about half-baked products, and I'm not talking about the movie, even though the movie's a classic. Where you from? Jamaica.
Jamaica.
What part of Jamaica? Near the beach. No. We're talking about half-baked product and how it's plaguing us for the last, I want to say right before the pandemic. Perfect example that started this shit all off was Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk was a game that everybody was hyped for it. Everybody wanted to get the game. Everybody pre-ordered it. I was a sucker that pre-ordered the game.
I did.
And the game was nothing but a coaster for the first year of the game. Not a month, not 2 months.
A year.
A year. A coaster.
Yeah.
It was so bad that they had to re-release it. In 6 months, that game was selling for like $10, $15.
Yo, man, and you got to think about how long they put in production, how much money they put in this game. That shit was crazy. Like they put that the making of this game budget was the equivalent of a movie.
And they had to probably put double in that just to get it up and running because they fucked up when they first launched the game.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Hey, that's why I'm glad. Like some of the time, man, I like to let people like play with it a little bit because I don't realize something, man. I'm not no competitive gamer no more, man. The game,
those days are long gone.
It's gonna be there. I'm gonna let y'all go in there and mess up that money, man. That good money, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me know.
Listen. I think we live and we learn. We learn from our mistakes, but these companies don't seem to have learned. I mean, there's a game that just came out a couple of days ago. Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Yep. First of all, they didn't give out any reviews codes to people to do reviews on it. So that's a red flag. Then, if you get the collector's edition, you get it 3 days early, 4 days early. And first day, it had a massive bug in it that when you played the game, it said that the game was already finished. You started the game and it said you beat the game. And They had to pull it off the servers. Day one. So you spend extra money so you can get the game early, for them to take it off.
And you didn't get a chance to play it.
That's crazy. And it's like we don't hold these companies accountable for that bullshit.
Exactly, man. I was saying that a long time ago, man. People got to realize, man, the type of money you put in these games. So let's just say, for instance, man, you guys jumped into the new Tekken, right? How much is that game costing you, man? Think about it now. Every time you get one of these premium AAA title games right now, man, you're looking at north of $100. You're talking about $100 for a game, and you're not even talking about no physical copy no more. You can't even blow the cartridge. You can't put it on the shelf. You can't go back and, for the most part, you can't go back and pick it up and be like, yo, man, it's like a gold-plated Zelda cartridge or something you can put in a glass. It's just
you're lucky if they send you like I told you that Spider-Man. Yeah. They gave me a steel case for nothing because I didn't even got no disc to put in the bitch. Like that's officially raping somebody. That's rape.
Yeah. They gave you the book. They gave you the steel book, but you ain't getting
there was no documents in there, nothing. It was just a case. That's it. Like, at least give me some artwork or something in there. Book. I'd have been hyped for that. No book, just a steel case.
That's wild. That's wild.
But you talk about Tekken, and we're gonna get back to Tekken. Yeah. But look at Marvel. What you call it? Mortal Kombat 1. You know how much hype was around that game before it was coming out? Everybody was excited for that game.
Yeah. Yeah, we all were hyped, man, because, it's Mortal Kombat. You just expected, you was like, yo, they bringing back that classic, that thing that made the whole arcade rock, you know what I'm saying? That thing, you remember when Mortal Kombat hit off, that thing licked off, you was running to the arcade. Console, you know what I'm talking about. You're an arcade guy, man. That's what's up. You're a Mortal Kombat guy.
Adam in the chat, what's up, Adam?
So,
the thing about Mortal Kombat, again, they're bringing it back to the beginning. They got all this hype. They're talking about a new timeline, and they stumble out the gates in the beginning without giving us crossplay from the get-go.
Yeah.
And then promises that it will come eventually. That game came out end of August, beginning of September. We are in January, still no online crossplay. We are in 2024. We should not have any games out without cross-platform. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it don't. Come on, man. You spend all that time developing these games. I mean, I get it. I'm a PC gamer now. I completely swapped up. I don't play console no more. I just got tired of that.
You said you tired of the peasant stuff. You just going straight to the elite race.
Hey man, PC Master Race all day. 7900 XTX. Hey man, all day. Hey, but my ain't gonna throw these specs out. We go hold that down. I'm just saying,
there's levels to it, and you appear. There's some people down there. I understand what you're trying to say. I understand. First of all, side note, I don't know how these young motherfuckers drink this shit, because this is like gasoline in a can.
You the one when it got that gasoline.
I don't know why I got it. I was fronting. This shit is gasoline in a can, but that's neither here or there. Now, so they stumbled out the gate, and dude, so let everybody know, was that southern? Was it south? South side. It's called
South side. I mean, these little bit of motherfuckers rock, bro.
Listen,
they rock, bro.
First of all, let's get a plug. Yo, can we get a sponsorship there? Listen, we putting your product out there. Come on, man. No, but MGK, man. That game came out. It felt like it was incomplete. I mean, Halo came out. Halo didn't even have multiplayer when it first came out.
Yeah.
And all these are not, little indie games. These are the AAA titles.
AAAs, baby.
And they're coming out half baked, and we're spending premium dollars. Like, some people bought an Xbox just for that game.
Yeah.
And it's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit game.
Let's keep it 100. Like you said something about Suicide Squad, right?
Yes.
So we talk about these half-baked games. I was considering, I still ain't got a PS5. Because I play PC. I was like, man, I might pick one up just to play Suicide Squad. Now I'm like,
you might as well say, listen, the only reason why I have a PlayStation, other than me being a tech whore, is that I'm a big Spider-Man fan. But that's probably the only games worth the PlayStation 5 right now.
Bro,
and that system is what, going on 3 years, and they still don't have good titles for that system?
Let me tell you something. I'm on Spider-Man right now, buddy. I ain't 4K 200. Hey man, I'm telling you, man, I'm not God of War, Spider-Man, all that. I'm playing it, bro. If I gotta wait a little bit, I'm cool.
Listen, I got games. You know me. I got games that ain't unwrapped. So but it's a shame when you spend your hard-earned money.
Yeah.
Disposable income, and these things are having. And the thing is, it doesn't just go for these systems. Here in the home arcade community, we are plagued by it too. Freaking AtGames released their 4K pinball cabinet. Some people just got it in their homes. This is north of $1,000. What, $1,200, $1,300 for that unit? And it's unplayable playing the Zen games, which is the marquee title for those cabinets. If you bought freaking Addams Family and that's your favorite game, you're hyped for it, you launch it, and you got flipper lag. What?
That's the only reason why you buying it, right? That's the only reason why you buying it, bro.
Listen, I understand having a day one update. That's unfortunately that's the norm in today's society. A day one update, but they didn't even have that.
Nah,
you cannot launch a product with the key. That's the key game, and not be functional.
Now, the only thing I will say about AtGames is that we know they believe in a hell of a lot of updates, right?
They play the update game, but the thing is, it's day one. You gotta have it working, bro.
Yeah,
day one, you gotta have it working.
Yeah,
like
the other shit. Time,
The other shit, yeah. Listen, if none of the Magic Pistol games work, I don't give a fuck. I bought it for freaking Addams Family. At least let the Addams Family game work, bro.
Yeah.
You shouldn't care about anything else but making sure that game works flawless.
Yeah, it should be flawless victory. Flawless victory.
Once you're getting in the 1K realm, now you're talking about a luxury item. That's above like discretionary income. You gotta have.
But you know what? That's what you just said. So think about what you just said. Like a lot of people be talking about this discretionary income. I don't have discretionary income. So I don't have it. Let's keep it real. It's just like the person that came. When you go to the store, the person asks me, "So, do you have a spare dollar or some spare change?" I don't understand. There's no such thing as a spare dollar or a spare change. I don't have no spare.
1,000%. I mean, this is some people are going to decide whether they're going to, cut date nights out. Or not buy that pair of sneakers, or tell the wife, listen, this year you don't got to get me a gift. I'm gonna put all my money into this, and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, or how many people bought it? Like my situation. I buy games for my household, so a lot of arcades, whether they the Arcade1ups or they the full size arcades I got in the basement, they're shared between everybody in the house. And it's an agreed upon purchase, right? Because we know we're gonna play it. Like my wife, man, she goes off because she can't really play my pinball yet because of the haptics being down. I get it. I just need to take the time to get back in it. But when you spend $1,000 on something, like you said, you done agreed upon it in your house, and you plug it up and you can't even play it. Oh man.
And then now you got pressure from your wife because she's like this. You spend $1,000 and this shit don't even work. We got a freaking big ass paperweight.
Yo, you bought some trash. You bought $1,000 worth of trash. That's what.
And now you got me beefing with the wife. You better give me a discount for the next fucking order. Something got to give.
It need to be some promo codes. We are so sorry, but that next pack that we release is gonna be like half off, free.
But you know what? That it makes it even worse. I didn't hear nothing from AtGames. AtGames ain't say nothing. What up, Rel? AtGames ain't say nothing. AtGames didn't say, yo, you know what? Something's up. Why? Listen, we know that there's an issue. We're working on an update. It'll be out by the end of the week. Or it's gonna take some time. We're gonna fix it. Say something.
Well, you know why? I know why.
Why is it, brother?
They got their money and they got no.
They got that money. That check done clear. And Arcade1up ain't got no pinballs. So like, fuck you. Who you gonna go to? You need us, baby. You need us.
Hey, what they say? Hey, wait by the phone.
Listen. Your money gone, baby. I got your money. And did you read the fine print? It may work, it may not. But I got your money.
Yeah,
but I got your money. Now, let's be fair. Mark in the house. What up, brother?
What up, Mark? What up, Captain?
Now, it's not only AtGames that's fucking up. The original fuck ups from the home arcade community, Arcade1up, the king of fuck ups. Arcade1up done did a bunch of niggas dirty, me included.
Yeah.
When you get you know how hyped you was for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Though you trashed the game, you still wanted that game.
Hey, dude, I ain't gonna lie. I told you. I snuck in somebody's house and got that game.
so right, you wanted that game.
Yeah.
Listen, the marquee, the artwork, the system looks flawless, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine you open it day one, right? You plug it in.
I closed my eyes. I can imagine. I was there.
Right? You open it. You plug it in. He's like, I'm a fuck up UAG. I know he got it. Let's get online and boom. And you go boop, and you go to Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the marquee title. And you're like, yo, there's no online there. Like what? Like the other games, yeah, but that game, That game, sir, does not have online. What do you mean it don't have? That's why I bought it
for the marquee game, for the marquee title, right?
And then you don't hear nothing from nobody. Nobody tell you shit because
I need to get in my stream deck right here. Hear the cricket sound. Cricket.
Now listen, I didn't even know about it, and I was on the thing like, yo, this game's gonna be. They didn't tell me that shit wasn't gonna be working.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, bro. I'm over here telling people to get this game because this is gonna be the hottest shit out there, and it ain't online.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what the messed up part about it was? The following was so dope. Two games that I seen everybody rally behind like that. Mortal Kombat, right? And Marvel vs. Capcom. The petitions, all of the meetings, all of the videos, all of the
everybody wanted it.
And all of the fight games, all the fight conventions.
This should have been a home run for them. This should have been everything for them. This should have put them on the map. But they fucked up so bad, it just gave a negative, light on them in the community.
You know what I really want? I would love for one of these companies to say, you know what? We have the hardware, we have the game, and we know you want it. We know it's hot, but we ain't gonna give it to you yet. You know why? Because we ain't gonna give it to you because it ain't ready.
But if they would have did that, all you would have did was the crowd would have swole up, got even more hype, more foaming at the mouth, and would have been excited when it finally did come out and launch right. But they did make doing their promise and they got it up and running. But by the time they got it up and running, it was so much negativity around it. It didn't matter. They failed already.
Dude, you know how many people sold their units before that? I mean, I think they said something like 25% of all units sold was on the resale. Once they got it running, that's crazy. That's those. You got to think about that. That's numbers. I don't know about y'all.
But you know what it is? It's because they
doing numbers.
They put their head in the ground, act like nothing happened. When if they could have been in the forefront and be like, listen, we know we fucked up. We're working on it. But if there was a little bit more transparency, that would have went a long way for the community.
For sure. I mean, but that company was going through so much turmoil at the time, man. I'm not giving them no excuses for not having transparency, but we know why they didn't have all the transparency, right?
But we gotta separate the two. Like me and you, we on the business side of things, so we understand that. Yeah. We also have to understand the consumer side that don't know anything about the business, that don't give a fuck about your business. They only care about the money that they spent and the expectations that they expect, especially when you have such a high price point. You're talking about $600 that in a time where the economy is tanking and people don't have disposable income anymore, they have to decide whether they're going to spend that money on that or do other things.
Hey man, it's funny. You keep saying disposable income, and every time you say this shit, my skin itch. I don't have that shit. I don't have it.
Listen, there's some people in this community that do have. Like, if they say, listen, I'm not gonna buy 3 pair of Jordans this month, I'll have it.
But I'm gonna tell you something. That's not disposable income. That's a choice.
There's choices that you're making. Yes.
Yeah, that's a choice. Cause I by the grace of God, thank you, Lord, I make damn good money. I make pretty good. I came from nothing. I remember I grew up in a house, 2-bedroom house. We didn't have no fucking AC. And I grew up in Georgia, so at the time, we hot. We didn't have no AC. We had, it had heat, shit like that. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, little brick. Probably as big as some of y'all garages and shit, like y'all watching this stuff, man. That's what I grew up in. And now, man, I can say thank God that I have it. But I'm telling you, I'm very particular about what I buy. And you notice, so like even when I got my Marvel vs. Capcom first, when I had slide down to old girl house who was sliding out the back door.
But you got it at a really good price, though. See, that's why you got it.
Because she was
it's
mad
still
at
expensive, but you know.
she was mad at her old man. He came home and was pissed off when he got home from work.
I can imagine. Listen, if I came home and let's say the missus sold the PlayStation 5 because she was tired, I'm like, nah. You better go back and get that shit. You better go back and get it.
Hey, man.
So,
hey.
No, I understand.
But
yeah. So Arcade1up effed up on that. And they not only that, they effed up on Blitz, their second biggest title.
Yeah, right here.
Their second biggest title. And yes, they eventually got it working and good, but you didn't have it from day one and you didn't tell anybody.
Yo, and you know you missed the whole window of that because when they released that Blitz, it was right in that prime football season.
Yes.
People was ready to play.
But that was the reason. So it was a perfect storm for them. Like they didn't release the product. They gave it to their company. They were supposed to have it at a certain date. Even if it came out on the date that they were supposed to come out, it still wouldn't have been ready. It still wouldn't have been ready. But they don't care. They want their money. And you fucked up. And you fucked up, man. And you fucked up.
They say, you know you done fucked up now, right?
And Earth Monster right here. It led to 100. And a lot of their products have been clearanced out because of that.
Yeah. So
they're so fast at trying to make that money up front to get these products out there half baked that they shoot themselves in the foot in the long run, and then they leave a lot of money on the table.
You know what's crazy about this whole situation, especially with Arcade1up, man? Let's keep it 100. They bring out these titles, right? And they hype up the community because the community is a tight-knit community, right? It's only a handful of us. You know, I mean, let's keep it 100. We know people, even when we all get together, whether whatever side of the fence we on about certain things, it's only a handful of us, even the creators, right? Like content creators, right? So you release a title that everybody, at least in that group, jumps on. And you know they go trash it. So why would you do it? Because the rest of the world is looking at the content creators to see whether they want it or not. You go to Sam's Club. You see the Blitz arcade. You don't know nothing about it. You know you like Blitz. You played it back in the day, but I don't know nothing about this thing, right? I go home. I hop on the old YouTube stupid box, right? I want to know what's up. Hey, what's going on with the Blitz cabinet? You got 50 content creators talking about this bullshit is fucked up. It don't play online. It don't give me all the hits. They downgraded it. All this other stuff. You be like, why the fuck would I want to go buy that shit? That's really what leads to them bitches being clearanced out at $150 because you didn't take care of your core market. Your core market says, I want this. I don't want this. I understand you
and they're the loudest people. And they're the loudest people. So if they say when in advertisement, and you know that a positive word of mouth, like if I have something happen, I'll tell 20 people. Those people tell another. Same thing with negative. If I tell one person, it keeps on going, and it's a ripple effect. And now all the voices that's being heard are the negative ones. They have subreddit pages that just talk all about this stuff, man.
I got an easy one for you. Who goes on Amazon to buy something now in 2024, 2023, 2024, and you don't look at the reviews? You got the same product from 2 or 3 different people, but you look at who got the most reviews to decide who you go buy it from.
We all do that. We're in the day and age of information. Technology is all in front of us, and boom, we're there. So whether it's the positive or the negative, you know, you're gonna listen. When I watch a movie, before I watch the movie, I'm watching a review of the movie to see whether or not I'm going to put my time and effort into watching the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Hey, man, big
they,
up
they,
to this drink because it's got me slizzard. Hey, what's up, man?
hold on. Cheers, cheers to you.
Yeah, see you. Hey,
yeah.
everybody in the crowd, everybody's watching, man. Grab you something, man. Cheers to the
Grab a
community.
beverage.
We love you guys, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
It's a nightcap kind of night, right? So
Hump day. What it say? What's my name? Hey, what time is it? What time is it?
Hump day.
Hump day.
So it's a shame that this is trickling down. And you know what? I think it all boils down to these cabinets being online. They just say, you know what? Ship it out the way it is. We'll give them an update eventually. Blase, and it'll be up and running. But that's not fair. Like, dude, I think we had it good when things were not online. Because you know those publishers are going to make sure that game's 110% because they don't want refunds of their game. They want you to buy it and you to be satisfied with the product.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm going to tell you something, and I may be overstepping my boundaries and maybe jumping too far ahead. But check this out. So what really has been leading to this this nostalgia Bronze Age rephase of buying old cabinets, right? You know, you really get into it because when you spend your money, right? You know, for one thing, these cabinets that we started buying at $200 or $300 has crept up to the $1,000 mark, right? You know, you can go on your Facebook Marketplace, and if you sit around long enough, you're going to catch a deal for a cabinet. Maybe one that you're looking for that's around that same price. You get the OG cabinet. It's going to play flawlessly. Guess what? Yeah, it don't play online, but shit, why not have the full-size real deal that don't play online if I bought the one that was supposed to play online and it don't?
You make a valid point in terms of that. I'll play devil's advocate though. Like, for example, the cabinet that you have behind you, the Street Fighter Big Blue cabinet.
Yes, sir.
Those games play flawlessly online. And if I had the real cabinet, yeah, I would hop on it. I'd have, play a little bit against the AI. If I have a friend come over, I'm going to play them. But I think my Big Blue had the most gameplay on it because there's always someone on Big Blue. And,
yeah,
it plays good.
Because it's Street Fighter. It's a competitive game. It's a game that people, when you go to Fightcade right now, if anybody logged on Fightcade right now and you looked at every single title that's in this Big Blue inside of Fightcade, there's at least 20, 25 people all over the world, 50, 100 people playing it right now. Right now. I don't give a damn. When you can log on at 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time, they're playing it, bro. So that's a win. I give them that. That's a win.
There's like I think you'd have to be selective. You have to be selective in terms of your thing. Like if you have the NBA Jam cabinet, that's been out 3-4 years, and they still got people in the lobby playing it. They still got people in the lobby. There's certain titles that just hit, and they kind of fucked up when they did Mortal Kombat, because if Mortal Kombat would have came out right,
yeah, it
would be like Street Fighter. It would be like the Street Fighter cabinet.
So what do you? I got a question. So out of all these cabs, I got one cab in particular, the one cab that they brought out, and then they decided to make a deluxe cab of your KI. What you got to say about that then? Since they couldn't get it working, the KI was one of the biggest. KI was the biggest draw for arcades ever. They're the one company that figured out how to pull people into the game that was just walking by the arcade. You didn't even have to be a gamer.
That epic sound.
That sound. You was like, that shit was extra loud, extra. It was the voice that they put into it, the time
and they hacked it so that you thought that you was a video game operator. You're like, I'm gonna lower this shit down. Like, nah, man, this shit's gonna stay on blast because
every time you hit down, it went up.
They knew because that was a different time. They would go out in the field and see people playing, so they knew what would drive people in because they were in the communities. So they said, nah, we needed to be louder. We needed to be louder than those elephants on the fucking Street Fighter cabinet.
Yeah,
and they did that, and and they hit on a whole new level. It was mad hype, the soundtrack, everything. It just hit. Arcade1up hit a home run in terms of getting that thing, but they kind of messed up at stumbling as they normally do without having spectate. Now they eventually got spectate. The game online is probably one of the best online experiences that you'll have.
Yeah, but who developed it though?
Code Mystic. Now you don't get Code Mystic on everybody, so you just got to be happy that Code Mystics was there. And Code Mystics, listen, I fell out of the graces, so I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. They're behind trying to get other titles to work that they weren't involved in. So you might see other things like, I don't know, maybe Blitz might have a spectate mode eventually. Maybe NBA Jam. Those titles would definitely benefit of having spectate mode because it's a natural thing. You like sports. You like that competition. You like seeing people play that.
But do you really think you? Now I'm gonna say something because we both play. I play NBA Jams and I play, you know what I'm saying? I play Blitz. Blitz is a little funny because you got to play Blitz to be able to hack Blitz, to be able to get Blitz to play right. You got to play Blitz. NBA Jams is one of those games where you're skilled and you know the skill level just develops. So I mean, do you really think that people will spectate those?
Now it would if you did something like there's big communities that actually have built like Facebook pages and built leagues. And so if you add spectate with these leagues, I think it would do a big in terms of those things, like because you can spectate, you can watch people play in leagues and stuff like that. It could be a big thing. And I'm sure one of these channels, myself included, might even do something with that if you had those capabilities. So in terms of the longevity of the game, I think it would do well. Not everybody's going to jump on and be, want to spectate these. It's going to be a very niche community in terms of that, though.
Yeah, and I think but what you just said boils down to everything. All this is really a niche community.
Yeah.
When they really boiled down and they started picking up a lot of people that were buying things because they were in the store, and that's crazy. And I'm gonna say this because I know I go to thanks to my beautiful wife, I frequent Costco and Sam's Club quite frequently. So when we go in there and they have a Blitz or they have a AtGames Legends pinball or one of the titles that I know I own, and I'm actually there to talk to people about it. Man, I don't know how many people. I got a list, literally a whole list of people that I talked into buying the AtGames Legends Ultimate Cab, dude, because they all of this, the coin op stuff and everything, they didn't even know that existed when they was in the store. They never heard of it. But if it wasn't for the people like us, understand this, it would still be marginalized to the community at large that already rotates around.
Let's be real. It is, though. Like, I went to a Best Buy and I bought, I'm not a Best Buy, even though it was a Best Buy, and I was returning a product. And they're like this, what is this? Half the people that work in these stores don't even know that these products exist. If the people in the store that work there don't know exist, how do you know that there's a lot of people out there that don't even know these products? If they're not on the floor present, they don't know about it. And that's crazy to this is what, 5 years into the hobby and people still don't know that these products exist.
Yeah, it's like I was in the store when they were selling the, I got that pre-order on the ROG Ally. And even though everybody knows I took it back, I made my biggest video ever is me sending the item back to the store. It's crazy shit. I ain't never seen anything like that, right? All this content I got, but everybody wanted to know why I sent the ROG Ally back. It was a great device, but you know what I'm saying?
It wasn't for you.
Man, it was a lot of people in the store when I was in there that didn't know anything about it. And they bought it. I seen people buy it in my face because I talked them into buying it. And they was like, hold up, but you telling me you brought it back. I'm telling you I brought it back, but I'm telling you it's going to be perfect for you. You don't own a gaming PC. You don't own a gaming laptop that's mobile. You don't own a Steam Deck. If you don't own any of those devices, it's perfect.
This is gaming, PC gaming for dummies.
You can't,
right?
Hey man, get you a USB dock, Thunderbolt dock, plug it in, put it in your TV, and you got PC gaming on the go. You can play all your AAA titles in your hand, and you can take them with you. All the other stuff that everybody else want to do was dumb. Once I explained the very simple, basic stuff to them like that, they was like, "What? I can do that? Yeah, you go get your at least 120 FPS, run it,
and in your hands, like you're not tied to a desk. You don't have to plug anything up. You could be in bed gaming."
But what I'm saying is I had to literally talk these people into it. So the enthusiasts, the people who were pre-ordering it, the people who were making the videos, the people that were studying and getting online and doing the research about the processes and everything that were in it, the integrated graphics card, GPU or APU or whatever you want to call it at the time. We were the ones that took it back because we were like, yo, it don't add up. But it's a great device, and I can get other people on it. There go yourself right there.
Not everything is not for everybody, right?
Yeah.
So you have to, like, for example, like having an Xbox Series S and an X. Like, yeah, you think that it's basically the same, but is it? If you're a person that likes to collect physical media, what are you gonna do, right?
True.
And then you have to be concerned about memory and things of that nature. So maybe it'll be okay for a kid that's going to be playing anything that's on Game Pass, but so there's a lane for everybody,
yeah,
and whatnot, man. But getting back to the topic at hand of these half-baked products,
yeah,
right?
I'm sorry, I still
no.
The sauce let me off to the side there. I'm sorry.
But it all comes back to the beginning of these half-baked products. Us as content creators and as consumers,
and
we
gamers.
need to say, yo, enough is enough. Like, I'm giving you my hard-earned money. Day one, this shit should work. Like, you're not giving me any kind of discount for buying an incomplete product. You're just telling me hold off. It's gonna work eventually. Like, and I'm supposed to just take your word for it. That's what they said with Halo, and now over a year and some change has passed, and they said we're no longer working on multiplayer. The product is what it is.
They just gave up, huh?
That's what they said. They literally put out a presser and said, the product is what it is. We're not putting any more money in it. We got all the money we can from this game. And so the cost for development doesn't make sense for us.
Thank you for your money.
For all we know, Arcade1up could say, you know what? Thank you for all the money that you put in on Marvel vs. Capcom 2. We're shutting down the servers because we can't afford it anymore.
Oh, it's going to happen.
It will eventually happen. It will eventually happen. So us as the consumer, if we don't hold them accountable, how things will change? Nothing's going to change unless we hold them accountable. Whether we do that with our words, with our wallets, with us as content creators putting out videos, spreading the word, there's a number of things that we can do, but we have to do something.
Got to do something.
You have to do something.
And I hate to be that guy because I'll be honest. I was we can always admit that this is 2024. We've been in this thing for some years now, right? It ain't like we just started last year or in 2022, 2023, 2022, 2021 that we worked with a number of these companies, right? We worked alongside a number of these companies, and we know that they've changed a lot of things. They've changed their leadership, they changed their roles and all this stuff, man. But the one thing they have that I can honestly say we're dealing with a lot of these companies at that level is that I've never ever heard any of them say that they're just gonna really just put the customer first, and the first thing they're going to do is put their item out. The only thing they're going to do is make sure that it's done. The only person that I can say that put the customer first and got screwed behind it was John.
Listen, I know you love the company. I put you onto the company, and you ran with it.
I did.
Now, but I think it was more of a, like a used car salesman. Like, they smile on your face, they tell you all that stuff, but behind closed doors, things is I don't know how much he was for the community, because I feel like he sold us a bill of goods.
Tell me that cab still isn't one of the best feeling, best acting cabs, even though you hacked it. Everybody who's hacked it. Tell me that cab isn't one of the best cabs in a collection right now.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something, bro?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you bought it for what it was, and you bought it for the potential that they sold you on, you feel like you got screwed. You have to feel like you got screwed, because those titles, the ones that you want, maybe. No, just tell me, either you got it or you don't. Don't sell me no hype shit. Don't tell me about no starburst. Don't tell me that it's coming. Anything's possible. Don't tell me that bullshit. Tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Don't put up fucking ads in your fucking website that, Shredder's Revenge could be coming, or Streets of Rage could be coming. Don't tell me that bullshit. Tell me like, yo, you know what? I know you want those titles, but we can't get those titles. We're small, okay? We're small.
Hey,
we got these titles, and you're buying for the these titles that kind of like it, but they're not, and they're good.
Let's keep it real though. Real talk. Nobody says this honestly. I say it honestly. I say it wholeheartedly. I said it since day one. I remember when you sent me the text message. I could probably pull it up in if it ain't. Well, no, I ain't got it because that phone got flooded. It's off in the middle of the ocean somewhere. But let me let me tell you the truth, dude. When I bought it, I bought day one. I was hoping that somebody would hack the shit out of it, and it would eventually get to where it is. That's all I cared about. Now that for every single title that they put out there.
But bro, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You are in a you already think that this is a niche community. You are in an even smaller niche when you're talking about modding and hacking and stuff. The average person ain't going through that shit. They're gonna go from what John said in his fucking videos and things like that. Like, oh man, this is coming. A lot of people won't even fucking do half the shit. They'll buy it and they won't even install that shit. So don't tell me about, I already knew. You are like that, but for every one of you, there's 100 other people that said, yo, you told me this shit was gonna do X, Y, Z, and they don't do that shit. And they don't do that shit.
I ain't never give a damn. I never cared.
That's you. That's you. You're not the average person.
I took that shit. I put that shit in my son's bedroom and let it. And I put a wrapper on it and said, one day this bitch will be what I would need. Look, they came too.
Look, Billy, that was me. I was over here. I was telling yo. I remember the conversation. I said, yo, MGK, bro, this deal is crazy. You better jump on this shit right now. You ain't never gonna get a deal like this. This shit is premium. You gonna love this shit. He's like, hi, I got you. You ordered it, and then it went even lower than that deal. And he's like, this fuck, I can't return it. And it's that. Oh, I'm happy I got it anyway. And you know what? I was like this. Damn, I hoodwinked my bro. I hoodwinked my bro for this shit. No, he was like this. No, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. But I felt guilty for it. I was like this. No, you shouldn't have bought that shit. No.
I was like, I'm good. I said, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm straight because, you know, the difference is I said, I already know this shit. The fact that I knew that this system was already based in Android, it was a matter of time. I was on the clock, baby.
Nah. Listen, I was so disgusted with that cabinet. I was so disgusted with that cabinet.
You bought 5 of them, right?
No, I bought 2, and both of them, I felt like they jerked me one time. I was like, they jerked me twice. They jerked me twice. And I was like this, I gotta get this. If I look at it one more time, I'm gonna kill myself. I gotta get this bitch out this house.
I can't say nothing. I got 1,000 games on that motherfucker right now. And they all work beautifully.
Listen, I got Ugly Betty for that shit. I don't need that hoe. Listen, I don't need that hoe.
I got Ugly Betty too.
I got Big Back Betty for that. And me and Big Back Betty, we are happy. We're very happy. I don't need to upgrade that bitch. We're good with what we got. When am I see 4K on some retro games? Come on. Come on with that bullshit. Now, chat, I'm sorry I get emotional, but I feel like when you feel like you got jerked and hoodwinked, you get there. You get there. And so that's how I felt. That's how I felt.
Look, you remember what this is, right? You remember
that? What?
The world's smallest violin player.
Fuck y'all. Fuck. Listen, I felt so jerked. I felt so jerked. Just like listen, they're not the only people that did that to me. Fucking AtGames got me with that fucking online shit. Arcade1up.
Oh no!
These motherfuckers told me that shit was gonna be fire. They got me to fucking promote that shit. I was doing happy hour for them.
Hey,
but
dog,
you know what? They got me. They fucking got me.
Dog, they catalog. Hold on. I love Ugly Betty. I was a spokesperson for Ugly Betty just like I loved it. I told you. You remember what I told you? I said, hey, dog, you better get this. Hey, this motherfucker rocking. You remember that?
Yeah,
hey,
you did.
I'm gonna tell you this, dog, straight up. That motherfucker, the art, the collection, the catalog of that bitch is trash. I found about 5 games in that motherfucker I had never heard of before that I still play to this day. 5.
Listen,
300 games.
Arcade1up, right, is a beautiful concept if it worked. It doesn't. And you charging me fucking Xbox Pass prices. Like, that's the thing. You should give it to me $2. They're like $2 a month. That's all it's worth. That's all it's worth.
Yeah, I say that the amount they was paying, that they was asking for that shit, I was never gonna pay, bro. That shit was right there alongside my Xbox Game Pass. I'm not paying for that shit. You kiss my ass. Xbox Game Pass, give me AAA titles, bro. I'm not paying that shit. I was like, nope.
First of all, you don't have AAA titles. You don't have a good online experience. The UI is trash. Like, there is so many issues that they're fighting uphill with. Like, none of the features that they've clouded on work. Like, I can't friend request. I can't chat with anybody. I can't do this. I can't do that. I need to have a fucking engineering degree just to have that shit working correctly.
I agree to that. My wife said that was the most frustrating shit she ever did. She would wait for me to get home to play shit. She's like, hey, look, can you turn this motherfucker on, please? I had to write down the instructions about how to get into shit. That's crazy.
And then when you try it, half the time shit don't work because they did an update and break shit. So AtGames, if you're listening, and I know you are, AtGames, first of all, I'll still work with you. But I'll tell you this. If you're going to push a service, make sure the shit works.
Works.
Right?
True.
Like, invest the money in having this shit work. Because if it don't work, it ain't worth shit. Okay? Like, that's the one thing. Like, I'm afraid for KI. Because Arcade1up invested tons of money in Code Mystics to get that shit up and running. And we already know that Code Mystics is not behind this KI. So if Code Mystics is not behind KI, who's behind it? I don't know. But they better invest the money to make sure this works, because if it doesn't, it's going to be an epic failure and they're going to be on notice for this shit. Because they're asking a big dollar sign for this fucking cabinet. This ugly bitch. The bitch is hideous.
Now, I'm going to tell you like this. I think that with what they're dealing with the pinball right now, I think that they will not put it out unless it works. They would be stupid to, man. It's too much money on the line, man.
Well, they already know that Zen already was frustrated with Arcade1up. They left them. They're with them. So I believe that is going to work. But it's a sour taste that you leave in people's mouth when day one it doesn't work and it's the premier title. That's the thing. You only have one chance to make a first impression. And if this is your first time with the product and you spend $1,300 with this product and it doesn't work out the box, that will make you have a sour taste and will allow you to be like, you know what? I have this product, but I'm not buying another. I won't buy another one. Yeah, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And I have to list the pros with the cons. They listened to some people. They said, hey, we want a bigger screen. We wanted 4K. We want the solenoids to be included. We want a light up marquee. We want to get rid of all the fucking AtGames symbols all over the cabinet. We want the coin doors to be in the middle. We want them lit up. We want to be able to put a coin in it. We want all these things. They listen to that. So I give them that.
You know what they listen to? No. Let me go back and tell you from a modder standpoint. Because, see, you're not as big as a modder as some of your homeboys, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Let me tell you what they heard.
Is this because Bobby says, Billy says something? Is it this? Is it this?
Yeah. So they no coin outs on the new one. But let me tell you what happened. Yeah, let me tell you what happened, bro. What happened was, for all the people like myself who've been modding forever, went into the machine. I've never had an error. I've never broken anything. I was modding my pinball. The same reason why I got all of the haptics still in a drawer right up under my TV stand. They ain't never been installed. I fried the fucking main board. So you remember that I couldn't play. You remember when you're doing tournaments? I couldn't play. I was down for like 3 or 4 months. So that's what left a sour taste in my mouth, because I wanted a bigger screen. I'm one of the only few people who got a Tulsa Arcade black glass. I think there's only like 3 or 4 of us in the whole existence of the planet who have one. And I'll admit, for Tulsa Arcades out there, hey man, this shit is beautiful. I can't say nothing about them guys up in Canada. I didn't buy it. They offered it to me, and I just didn't like the way everything was going. I got it from Tulsa. He gave me the rights to the thing and the deal to it. But for me to mod my machine to the way I wanted it, I burnt out the main board. So if I did it and I'm a modder, how many stories did you not hear about of people tearing this shit up and having to go buy their stuff again to get it running?
No, they talked a lot about that. A lot of people fucked up their shit. A lot of people try to rip the. I will tell you this: they did a vast improvement in terms of the design of the new cabinets with the ribbon cable, because people was ripping the ribbon cables. People was doing a lot of bullshit. So they fixed that in terms of the design.
Yeah, it's like they just give people what they want. People, they know people to pay for it. We took your $800 pinball machine, because don't forget, we was in wave 1. Remember, it was the waves, right? Wave 1. I was lucky enough. They was like, Mike, we're gonna give you a wave 1 if you go ahead and do whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and be real. We're gonna go ahead and put it out there in the news, right? Hey, yeah, they was like, go ahead, you can get it. I said, I'm gonna get a wave 1. I'm paid full price. They let me in, right? They let me in. I got
you was the OG. You was over there helping half the community out.
I got a wave 1.
That's how I met you.
Yeah. You remember that? You needed help. I was like, I got you, dog. No problem. I remember that. I had that bitch before anybody else had it, right? So I had the wave 1. And then I started tinkering with it. But the thing is, when they realized,
I'm gonna tell you, I don't want to interrupt you, but I gotta do secret time.
What's that?
Because of your name, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a pinball. I thought you was a white guy. I said, Michael Scott, I know he gonna give me the right information. I know Michael Scott's gonna give me the right information. And it was like, yeah, Michael Scott, give me that shit. And he gave it to me, it's like this. Wait a minute. I don't know. I think this guy's a brother. And then I was like, oh, he is. Oh. But I never told you that story.
But I still gave you the right information.
You did, but it was so funny because people judge books by its covers. Yeah, and I was like this. Oh, Michael Scott. I know he's gonna give me the right shit. Hit me off, Michael Scott.
You thought it was gonna give you some paper, the paper company paper. Nah, man, that's cool. But like I said, once everybody got about $2,000 deep into these fucking pinball machines, they knew they could sell them. It's $2,000 in this fucking pinball machine, bro.
Dude, can I tell you something? These companies are so dumb, except for I will have to give it. Well, actually, both of them, Arcade1up and fucking AtGames, they use those groups as basically research. They saw those groups, all the money that they invested in putting it haptics in there to put the back glass the way they wanted it, and they were like, "Just yo, we could charge these motherfuckers for it. We could do it at a cheaper price, and they'll pay for it." And that's why we got this new version pinball, because they saw all the shit that me and you did to our cabinets. Bobby Vu fucking hooking me up with the mega back box. Yep. You getting that back box from JC, all the stuff that the artwork that you did to your shit, all the shit that you did. They said, yo, we are leaving money on the table.
Dude,
we're leaving money on the table.
Think about it. To this day, nobody else released it before I did it. I was the first motherfucker that had a real goddamn shooter in they fucking arcade and they shit. Nobody ever said nothing about it. I got the fucking the Black Panther head shooter in my shit.
Yo, that thing was sexy. You remember I was hitting you like, yo, man, I need that. So I remember when I was trying to just taking my shit apart, all that shit. I was like, this, nah, man. Cause me trying to do it, I know what you did. I'm like, it's too much work. That's gonna stay just like that. That's gonna stay just like that. But dude, and Arcade1up, they heard us. Like, they didn't have light up marquees. The community said we want light up marquees. We had Angel out there. We had other companies out there doing the marquees, and they were like this, yo, we're leaving money on the table. We need to get light up marquees. We need to get coin doors. We need to do XYZ. And so they used us as think tanks, and they ran with the ball. So the next ball they need to run with is actually getting this shit out right.
Exactly.
Stop giving us half big shit.
So we went all around the world to come back to the right place. What you just said. Think about it. They already know we're willing, because you're on. Fuck all the other. I mean, no offense, but all those people out there that's gonna buy it, they're gonna buy it. That's not in the community. They don't understand it. They'll buy it, sell it, like it, love it, whatever. Right? There's
people that don't even know that half the shit that works or not, so they don't care.
Yeah, but the people that are in the community, you know, we're gonna spend the money. The whole reason why you came out with a 4K pinball machine is because people already told you they was
Enthusiasts
gonna
like
pay
me and
for it.
you.
They
When
told you they was gonna
sent
pay
out
for it.
when they sent out those surveys and they got all those things, and then they see all the money that we invested in our units, man.
Make it work right the first time.
I think that's the moral of the story. Like, stop rushing out to production these half-baked products. Make sure that they are up and running. Test them. Like, who the fuck didn't test Suicide Squad and knew when you first start the game that it was gonna say it's completed? You should have known that is a bug that should not. I can understand a bug that happens at the end of the game, but for it to start and then fuck up like that, like, someone's not testing the shit. Like Arcade1up, when they first came out with the cabinet and you save a score and it didn't save, like, come on, that's one of the first things that you fucking do.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's incredible, and you remember that was back when Arcade1up was still sending out cabs to content creators. So you know people were playing this shit before it even hit the streets.
But that's on the content creators too. If you don't bring that up and be like, yo, I was testing this product and this didn't work, that's on you.
Yeah.
That's exactly. on you as a content creator. Like, when I got Blitz, I was like, yo, it's not online. They said it's gonna be up and running soon, but this is what it I can only go from what they say.
True.
You give the information that's given to you. Like, hey, from the experience that I have offline, it's pretty damn good. Online, I can't tell you because it's not online. They said it's going to be online, XYZ. Hopefully they do that, but this is what it is. Now, content creators are held. They have a responsibility to their fan base, their subscribers, to give the information. If you are misleading and don't give it, that's on you. And so if I've ever done that to any of my subscribers, I apologize. That is not what I'm about. I'm going to give it to you as is because, hey, I ain't getting paid for this shit.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Think about how long we've been doing this shit. I'm about to speak on some shit, and this is me loving you and everybody else. I've always showed love to every single content creator that I've ever worked with. Whether I've only had beef with one content creator ever.
And I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, not you. You was good. You know who it was, and I stood up for that same person when everybody else said fuck him, and I was like, yo, I know him, I know his wife, I know everything about him. He's cool, whatever. Blah,
so
blah,
if
blah,
you're
blah.
listening in the chat, he said that person has a wife and it's a male, so that narrows it down. So you write it down.
So I was like, to the point now where like, as a content creator, I want us to be able to get in this thing, man, and just know that what we're giving to everybody is cool. I've never ever, as long as I've been in the game, when I first came out, I remember it was me, Mad Dads, Bobby, a couple other people out there, and I remember like some of these, and not excluding you, but some of these people who got a ton of goddamn subscribers, they was coming like, yo, how do I make this shit work, right? And we was like we was in the background helping them fix their shit. And I ain't never been offered a sponsorship or nothing. And you know what I say? I say, you know what, man? I must still keep doing. You know what's for the first. Listen to me. For the first time, I'm saying now this to say, I just got an email for the very first time 2 days ago for somebody asking me about doing a sponsorship for their product 2 days ago. After all these years, 2 days ago. You want to crack up? Go ahead.
I'm dead. I'm not cracking up. I'm proud of you, my man. I'm proud of you because listen, let's be real. You would have had that a long time ago if you put in the work that I told you to put in.
Yeah.
Listen, You're my bro. You're my bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm always gonna keep it 100 with you.
Yeah.
You should have been had that shit a long time ago.
Yeah.
But you know what? Maybe you wasn't ready for it. But now you ready. Bro. Now you ready. So man, I'm proud of you. Do your thing. Keep doing your thing, bro. Keep doing your thing.
I'm loving it. Let's do it. All of us do it together, man. This community ain't dead, man. I don't believe this community dead because
listen. Let me tell you something. I'm right here. I talk about how shit is bad for these companies, Arcade1up, all of them. But they only need one hit. They only need one hit to change everything. If Robotron 2084 comes out, everything's gonna change. If House of Dead 2 comes out, everything's gonna change. If WrestleFest comes out, everything's gonna change. If Off Road comes out, everything. And I'm telling you those titles because I might know a thing or two. And so, if any of those titles come out, I'm just saying, everybody's tone is gonna change. And I can't wait till freaking Unicode comes out with their Nova Blast. I'm gonna be on it. I'm copping that.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait for AtGames to put their shit on clearance and get that 4K, because I might get the 4K once it's on clearance. Because as of right now, with all the little things that's going on with it, you ain't getting $1,300 from me. Nah. But when it goes on sale, I might hop on it. Exactly. I might hop on it. So there's that. But guys, we've been over for an hour. We talked our talk and walked our walk. We had our beverages. We made it through another fucking week. We're here halfway through. It's Wednesday. And you know what? There's so much more to do. Tekken 8 is out. Tekken show. Let me tell you something. It's a renaissance of fighting game. And Tekken was the only one that did it right. They had cross play day one. They had story mode and all this day one. They showed you that if you take time and effort and you love your community and your product, it's going to do well, and it's doing numbers. So maybe if you guys like over there at NRS or Arcade1up or AtGames, if you just listen to your community and put them first, everything will work out. So there's, the gameplay is there, the map is there. Put in the work, the community will follow. Okay.
Exactly.
So with that being said, chat, we're gonna be out on this one. We'll see you next week. Me and a game killer MGK is gonna be here next week. We don't know what it's gonna be, but you know what? Come here for the news and stay for the stories.
Hey man, I just want to say thank you, man. For everybody.
Thank you. You're my brother.
Hold up, but for everybody don't know, we all been through some things. In 2023 was a very trying year for me, man. My life was challenged in 2023. I had some very serious experiences in 2023 that kind of pushed me off of the scene, kind of pushed me off of doing videos. And my brother reached out to me and said, "Hey, Mike, man, hey, come on over here, man, and just jump on with me, man, and get that monkey off your back, get that ghost off your shoulder, man, get him out the corner, man, shake it off, man." I want to say thank you, man. I love you and I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much.
You were there for me as much as I was there for you. So, we lean on each other, and that's what brothers do. We've been there for a minute. My man Earth Monster, he knows.
What's up, bro?
He's been through his thing, and I love him, man. I don't talk to you much, but you're always on my mind, brother. I want you to know that. Yeah. I want you to know that. And Billy Wright, he's been there for me, hit me up personally. Yeah. So there's a lot of people. Not every superhero wears a cape. So I wanna love y'all. I love y'all all, bro. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that thumbs up on the link in the comment section down below, and in the more section. Go over there, subscribe to Mike MGK's channel. Next week, we're going to be simulcasting. So go ahead, show some love on the boys' channel so we can all be moving and jiving, doing everything we're doing. But I think we're out. Anyway, peace, guys. Love you.
Peace. Love you.
Peace. To next week. Salute.
Hey, hold on. Hey, we had one. You remember that? We started this right here. Me and you started this years ago. You ready? You ready for it?
Go ahead.
You could be anywhere in the world, but you right here with us, and we love you for it. Thank you so much. Salute.
Salute.
Look at me. What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me? Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. You ain't make me, so you can't break me. You didn't build me, so you can't kill me. You know what? God established me, so you ain't nothing you could do to me. I've been him. I've been a difference maker, a game changer. I've been that guy. So what would change? Not a darn thing. I'm not even playing the game, and you got an opinion of me. I love it, but I don't care. And I wish the world thought like that. Youngsters, if you're out there right now, do not give a darn what opinion people have of you, long as that opinion is not consistent of that of yourself. You be you. I'm not playing to make you feel good about me. I already feel good about me. I'm good. Message for the youngsters out there and the old school, not old fools.